Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another Walking Dead character profile video. Today we are looking at Eric from Woodbury. Now Eric is just the name that the actor nicknamed the character, but we'll take it as fact because why not? Eric is of course male. He is played by Keith Andrew Gostel. He is late 30s to early 40s and first appeared in Walk With Me. Nothing is known about Eric's life before the outbreak, aside he probably lived near Woodbury in Georgia, and when it began, he of course found and joined Woodbury seeking refuge and becoming a citizen of the town. In Season 3, Eric is first seen on the streets of Woodbury as Andrea, Rowan and Michonne pass him by. He's speaking to this woman about something. He continues to speak to her until it appears that Mr. Jacobson joins in on the gossip. Eric is seen the next day walking around Woodbury all on his own. Eric then, I think the next day, enjoys the Woodbury barbecue, chatting with some women. Later, after some good food and iced drinks, he listens to the governor's speech and he raises his glass in celebration of the town. That night, Eric heads to the arena, ready and excited to see the fight between Merle and Martinez, with some biters added into the mix. He claps and cheers as the fighters come into the ring. He seems to be having fun as he watches Merle beat Martinez. The next day, Eric is first seen chatting with Mr. Jacobson about something. Maybe him and Mr. Jacobson are good, they're good friends. Mere minutes later, Eric walks by Andrea and the governor carrying, I think, books? I don't know. During Rick's attack on Woodbury, Eric likely remained inside, but later on he shows up at the arena, stood behind Chumper in his greasy-ass shirt. He hears the governor addressing the events that just transpired, and then hears Merle is a traitor? And sees Merle's terrorist brother has been captured and brought out. He then cheers for the brothers to be killed. He cheers on the idea of a fight to the death between them. They begin to fight, but then they begin helping each other until some gunfire goes off and Eric flees the arena as smoke and bullets go everywhere. In the morning, Eric is one of the many residents to pack up wanting to leave Woodbury. He's got a bag packed and everything. He watches Martinez assault a man who was beeping the horn, and then he hears people screaming. Eric rushes over to see Richard Foster dying on the ground. The governor then kills Richard out of nowhere. He protests outside the governor's apartment, but is convinced to stay in Woodbury when Andrea gives her speech. Again, Eric does more of what he's good at, I think the same day or maybe the day after. His biggest skill, talking with people on the street. What gripping storytelling. Eventually, Eric is ordered to hand over his gun, and he meets with Martinez and Shumpert and does as he's told and hands it over. This woman then gives him a little pat as he does it. He does seem uneasy about handing it over, so maybe she was reassuring him that everything would be okay. And in the finale, Eric is now a part of the governor's militia, obviously being forced to sign up, and is seen in the back of the truck ready to go to battle. He listens to the governor's rallying cry, and then he is seen helping do something in the back of the truck. As they approach the prison, Eric is riding next to Martinez and watches him blow up a guard tower with a grenade launcher. Eric raises his gun as they come into the prison, all guns blazing, and he helps to kill the walkers inside. They storm into the prison, but no one appears to be there. Eventually, Eric heads into the tombs with the others and he is flashbanged. Now, I can't find him after this point. It's dark and stuff, but we know from the actor that eventually Eric ran into the woods along with Jody and some others. But eventually, sadly, Eric was devoured by walkers sometime after fleeing the prison battle. I know, it's a bit abrupt of an ending. It's kind of, not very fulfilling because Eric was such a complex and interesting character. But there we go. His body was likely fully devoured by walkers. R.I.P. Eric. Yeah, so Eric was just another Woodbury guy, really. But it's always fun to revisit Season 3 and play Where's Wally with these characters. Eric went from a guy who liked to talk in the street to a militia member. Not a great one, but hey, that's some character development right there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and no wheel spin for now, because I'm torturing myself again. So ages ago we did a poll on obviously what theme you wanted to see next, and the winner was kids, but I've decided the other two options, I'm just going to do them too. I'm not going to leave it to a vote. So next week we are starting a new theme which is going to be oldies. So we're going to be doing 10 videos back to back daily on oldies. Yes, oldies is the theme. Woo. So these are just going to be, old people, alright? Anyway, I already regret it, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.